Welcome to a quick demonstration of 5-Star Pivot Data Warehouse. I have logged into a Pivot demo site for this presentation. Pivot supports different user roles including student, teacher, principals, superintendent, and a systems administrator. The data displays in Pivot in different ways depending on the needs of the user logging in. For this presentation, I will log in as a principal so that we can see a larger amount of data. While designing Pivot, our team has worked with schools to keep processes as simple as possible for users. One way that we do that is to utilize LDAP integration technology for user logins. This allows Pivot to sync with the district's network so that users use the same username and password used to get onto their computer each day. One less extra password for everyone to remember. Pivot supports data imports from multiple standardized assessments, including ISTEP, ACT, Acuity, MClass, AIMSweb, SRI, and many others. Alongside standardized assessments, districts can import local or custom assessments as well. Pivot is designed to house multiple years of data to provide teachers with a complete view of a student's performance over their entire school career. I'm going to select the 2012 spring data and the 5th grade class for this demonstration. Once the data is presented, one of the first things I might want to do is look at a graph of that data so that I can begin to look for trends. Trends are much easier to see in graphical display. Here I've presented with a graph that shows me that 49 students in 5th grade took the ISTEP assessment. Hovering over each of these bars tells me the average score that my 5th graders received compared to their cut score for that particular ISTEP indicator. Because Pivot is roster-driven, all data imported into Pivot can be seen only by the educators who have a need to see that data, and data is not seen by those who have no tie to a student. This makes us completely FERPA compliant. By scrolling down, I can continue to see individual students and their scores. All data can be sorted by clicking on the underlined header rows, allowing educators to easily group students by assessment results for RTI and additional monitoring throughout the school year. Simply clicking in the checkboxes next to the students that I want to add to my group and clicking Create Group allows me to name that group and watch them over the course of a school year. Once a group is created, I am able to see a longitudinal summary report for that group, enabling me to begin to look for trends in student learning. By clicking on the Side-by-Side tab, I can review results, selecting year, grade, subject, and the tests that I want comparisons for. This shows me this data by test, by subject, by school year, helping teachers to determine if students perform consistently across assessments. If I would like to drill down into a specific assessment, I simply click on the name of that assessment and begin to look at that data by grade for as many years as I have access to. As I scroll through this list, I will see grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, and at the very bottom, I will see the most recent data for grade 6. By clicking on Show Graphs, I can see this data in graphical form, again to assist with finding patterns. I can click on Show Student Breakdown to break down this data by student, and even click into individual students to drill down further, and perhaps even see a graph of their longitudinal data so that I can keep a better eye on individual students and their performance over time. Print summaries are one of the many features we have added to Pivot at the specific request of a Pivot user. Center Grove schools had been spending hours preparing student data sheets for parent-teacher conferences. With the addition of this print to individual summary buttons, they are now able to print student data summary sheets with the click of a button, and they are ready for parent-teacher conferences or for PLC meetings. Easy access to data is a key element to all change. Knowing your data tells you when the activities that you are doing are working or when you need to pivot to something new. The 5-Star Pivot program is designed and will continue to be improved in every way to make access and usability of data as simple as possible for today's educators and students. Thank you.